Oh, hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. My name is Jonny Hanson, and these are my lofty thoughts. This is episode 68. See, if you can see the paper, it actually says 69. No matter which way you hold it, upside down, right side up, 69. But it's actually 68. I looked. And actually, I was writing down my ideas for 68, and then I thought, I have more ideas, and I want to talk about these ideas first. So I'm reversing them. So this is going to be lofty 68. Okay. Now with that accounting out of the way, thank you for joining me for my accounting part of the episode. I like to get that done early. Then we're free to kind of enjoy the peace of the thoughts that we're about to have. So, gosh, okay. So today is Sunday, someday in October, and it is Thursday. We lost power for this hurricane. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, now Sunday. 4 days. By the fourth day, I guess we're starting to get a little bit of the day one happens and you're busy. You're just tearing down trees and picking up debris and kind of trying to figure out what the heck's going on and is there damage to this or that. And then day two is kind of a little more of the same. Day three, you're kind of done with that and you're looking to get back to business back in as usual. And then day four, you're like, okay, well, and I have a generator. I have water. So, for sure, I'm not arguing these are first world problems. However, you can still feel, and I still felt, irritably, I'm not thrilled about this. I hate that this was the outcome, in fact, if I'm honest. I don't like this the outcome, but I kind of woke up cranky. Just kind of feeling like, all right, better be today. Or what? I'm not the lineman. I'm not crawling up these things, crawling through the woods out here and trying to find wire down and make sure it's linked. I'm watching the wire the way it cruises through some of these trees because they haven't maintained them, which is the secondary issue here, is lack of maintenance for these power lines, or just bury them. I don't know which one's less expensive at this point in time, but got to figure out something because this is ridiculous. They had to borrow tons and tons and tons of guys from the Carolinas and Georgia. Boy, if you were a lineman in the southeast in the last couple of weeks, you've made some serious cheddar. That's what I think. That's awesome. Good for those guys. But you know what's a good cure for feeling a little bit cranky? I was feeling a bit, here's what I think about it as. I think of it as like just a touch of Job from the Bible. Now, granted, Job's stuff was terrifyingly bad. He lost everything all the time. All I've lost is electricity. So however you want to quantify that percentage-wise to Job, it's significantly less, admittedly. But you can feel that way. I felt that way. Felt a bit like, why isn't our neighborhood, the other neighborhood over there, those guys over there, And then I remembered we had to help this old lady across town because we'd helped the lady yesterday. She had this lady lives in a tiny little trailer she inherited. Her family owned everything. This whole area, everything around me. I mean, this guy said 300 acres. So it's all of everybody's stuff around me. Her family owned a little over a generation ago. And slowly piddled it all away and sold down and broke off and sold more. And clearly we're not good investors. And I met this woman now here to help. Me and a couple of guys went and helped. And she's like, you know how sometimes older people start to seem childlike, obviously? This lady seems like she's maybe always been childlike. And I'd heard that from some people, and now I seen it firsthand. And I heard that like there was some shady, whoever, what do they call those guys that hang on to somebody's money? Power of attorney. He was a shady ass power of attorney and kind of like bamboozled some of this family money away from her and some other sister or something like that. And I think she lives down that way now in a trailer, and then some other lady lives it down the other way in a trailer. And their houses are just complete garbage. There's no money. These women are both in their 80s and, you know, just rough. And boy, you start helping them, and then she goes, I got another friend across town if you don't mind, if we have some friends that would maybe see her too. If we have some friends that would see her too? All right, Diane. Message received. Thank you. Yeah, all right. We'll give her a call too. So we went and looked at this lady's house today. And again, today was Job morning. I don't know why. Just forgot. Had a Job morning. Touch of Job. And we get to this lady's house. This lady is 82. She must have... Her roof is collapsing. Not because of this storm, because it's 50 years old and nobody's ever done anything to it. It was for sure put up in the 80s. She admitted that. And it's 2024. So, 40 years or so. That is too long for a roof that has big old 300-year oaks above it that just drop everything on that roof. And now it's collapsing. She is hard to communicate with. She had a stroke a couple years ago and she has no family. How we got, this lady, first lady gives us this lady's number. And I'm like, do you have any kids? By the way, I've asked each one of these women that we've now helped, because we've helped a bunch. Everybody's helping. That's what happens out here. I'm not special. I would look specially like a jerk if I didn't help, because everybody out here is helpers. That's the thing about living out in the middle of nowhere, is you have to develop relationships with your neighbors, because there is a degree of survival even on a small ranch like we have. Like we have a couple of big animals. If one of those animals should choose to hurt you, you better damn well hope there's a neighbor around that knows something about something and can do something and help. And you have their number and their friend, and they come when you call. Yeah. Yeah, another one of these. These are so good. Sorry. I know they would never. Black Rifle. Espresso mocha. 200 milligrams caffeine in about a 10 ounce, 12 ounce. 10 ounce. 11 ounce little beverage there. It's darn good. All right, so we get to this lady's house. Her house is collapsing, and there's going to be a common thread amongst these ladies. This is what I'm here to tell you. So we're moving our way towards the conclusion I'm drawing, and we should think about this. And I'm going to bring it up to Andy, because it's concerning a bit to me as I see more of it. And I've heard there's more of this. I don't know what their plan is. This lady's roof is collapsing. I says, do you have any kids? She says, no. I have 3 cats and 2 dogs. The dogs are blind. And there's a bear that keeps coming through here and getting at my fridge. And I said, in the house? And she says, no, my fridge is outside. Let me show it to you. What? Oh, it's in the garage, like mine. No. It's in the carport on the back side of the house, but it got blown over. She thinks, or maybe the bear got into it. She's not sure. There are scratch marks on the side. I said, it's probably the bear. She said, I thought maybe. Yeah, your food's outside. you're keeping food outside, the bear's going to think, hey, that's for me. This lady's 82. Ma'am, there are gaping holes in your roof. How long have these been here? Some of these don't look new. No. That side of the house, those are all old. You don't live on that side of the house then? Nope, I haven't been. But now I can't live on this side of the house because there's holes over here. Ma'am, if I can get a word in edgewise, because you are so excited as an elderly woman to have any other human in your presence that you can't stop talking. You can't even catch your breath. Please breathe. Sorry, excuse me. In through the mouth, out through the nose. It's going to cool you out. We're here for a minute. I'm going to bring my mom. She's a talker. I'm bring my mom. Tomorrow she'll come talk to you. She's going to share everything. But I need to ask 10 questions, and I can't have you talking in between them. Just nod your head. How long's the roof been like this? Long time? Yeah. No kids. Money? No money. Homeowner's insurance? Nope. Nope. We can bring some tarps. And I think I got a buddy that has a drone. And maybe he can fly the corner of the drone up, because it's for sure not safe to fly or to walk on your roof in any way, shape, or form. We cannot do that no matter what. No. No. So yeah, we're gonna come up with a game plan here. Game plan, by the way, is going to be, we'll get up in the front of the house and pin it underneath the soffit. We'll pin it underneath the soffit on this side. Shh. I can't tell where the camera's at. Zoop. We're going to use a hammer and a little rope. We're going to launch that hammer over the house with the rope, and we're going to use those little grommets, and we're going to tie one to each grommet, and we might use wire. Actually, I think we're using wire. And then we will put them into the side of the house, because what the hell else are you going to do? You tell me. This is just... And we're just going to hope that rain doesn't... Because the next storm is going to tear up. 2 storms from now, it's going to tear up this... tarp, and then that's gone. I don't know. It's like, do you call the county and say, hey, there's an elderly woman who can't take care of herself anymore, and it gets worse. So we're done helping her for the ability that we can currently do. We have to come back tomorrow with the tarps and do that. We just kind of assessed it today because it is a freak show. It's not going to rain for at least 36 hours. So says the weatherman. We'll have to trust him because that's all we got. And we need a little time to manufacture this little plan. She says, well, if you got a minute, if you don't mind, because you guys are younger. My brother-in-law lives a little further down this dirt road. Okay. And he lives in a shed. Huh? Yeah, he lives in a shed. His wife died a while. How old is he? He's 84. His wife died a while ago. And, he's just living there. He had a RV at one point in time, but it collapsed on him. Once we drug him out, the money that he got wasn't much. It bought this trailer or this shed from the Home Depot. Now he lives in there. 84-year-old guy. And I said, okay, how far down? She says, a couple hundred yards. And then off on the left, there's a hole in the trees. That's what she described it as. A hole in the trees. You'll see the hole in the trees, and behind the hole in the trees is where his shed from the Home Depot is at, and then him inside of it. Did we start out crabby today? Let's see how crabby we feel after we see this one. Okay. So what I did ask the lady, you have to. Is he a drinker, ma'am? She says, no. He's just fine. He's actually, everything works up here, she says. He's just hard up. And she said, he's always been hard up. And I go, Yeah, I've met those guys. Not many of those guys make it to 84. I think the great Adam Carolla, his father, who died recently, I think I had heard when I was listening to his podcast last year. So I think he died last year. He was apparently one of those guys, just kind of laid around his whole life. And his life just passed him on by, and then he died very old somehow. And this guy's certainly going to do that. We opened the door. He looked maybe 70. He didn't look 84. He was all spry. He was excited. Hey, guys. What's going on? I don't know, sir. You're living in this shed here? Yeah, hey. Yeah, it's totally legal. Everything's fine here. And we said, I go, I'm not with the county. Do I look like I'm with the county or something? No. Biker gang, maybe. No. No, we're not authorities. And then he cooled off. He somehow thought we were going to like narc him out to somebody or something. Everywhere else I go, people look at me and go like, keep an eye on him. This guy was like, sir, I'm not creating no trouble here. Yeah, obviously. What? Anyways, this dude's like, all right, good. Want to make sure that thing was recording. This dude's like, well, oh boy, yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, can you believe we're still standing? Everything's still standing here. This is great. And he's just smiling and happy. And I go, are you safe here? In the shed here? And he goes, oh yeah, I'm great. Got a pot of beans in there cooking. You guys want some beans? No, we're being good. I'm being good. Are you being good? Ralph? No? Yeah? Both Ralph and I are being good. So we're going to get the heck out of here. If you're safe and you've got water, yeah? Cold water? Don't need cold water. You've got the ground right there. You just run that pump. And the water comes up. Yep. You don't have to show me. That is clear. No, I don't want any. Thank you. Nope. No. It looks a little like it's got some tanning in it. That brown stuff, that's not rust. That's tanning. It's not going to kill you. Clearly, you're 84. All right. Well, we're going to get the heck out of here. You don't need anything. The Lord has you. I know. Look at you. You look great. We can come back anytime. Well, we'd love to. We'll come back sometime soon. When we go help Lady, we'll come back over here and we'll see how you're doing. So that'll be probably tomorrow, Monday. How's that sound, buddy? All right. Can you believe this? I swear this is true. That was how it went. Just like that. We walked out of there, me and Ralph. Yes, his name is Ralph, for real. Like a character in a book. I'm telling you, my life out here is a book. This is just a book, and somehow this is the story. I'm writing it verbally. Yeah, we're walking back to our trucks, and was that guy trying to give us his beans? The guy that lives in the shed? He goes, yeah. Can you believe? I've never been that happy, said Ralph. I said, me neither. Never. Guy was just so bloody excited to be alive and be in that shed and have his beans. Huh. Okay. Well, I'll stop being a whiny little baby pants then. Get to smiling and feeling good again. And who cares? Because the sound of the generator's still going and they got gas at all the gas stations again. And I have one of the nicest neighbors in the world, a man named Grant, who we ran about, I don't know, maybe 500 yards of garden hose from his house where he has a generator where he has it connected, where he rigged it to his generator so that it'll pull water out of his pump or out of his well. And I don't have mine connected yet. That was a mistake. That mistake will be remedied this week, if possible, next week at the latest. That's never happening again. No water. Oh, so now I'm borrowing his water. But it is cool. You just backfeed it right up into yours and everything runs. Runs through all that hosing. Yeah, pretty slick, I thought. And we turn it off when we're not using it. So I just call him. He's home all the time. He's working on crap on his own property. Hey, man, about 2 o'clock, going to be okay with you? We're going to hop in the showers and do some dishes. Yeah, I'll turn it on. Thanks. We just fill up some pitchers and throw it in the refrigerator or whatever for anything else. Isn't that neat? Yeah. Anyways, getting back to these ladies, and we're running right up on 20, so I'm going to try to be quick here. Sorry. All childless. No kids? Okay. You got any friends? Oh, Diane. Yeah, the other lady with the roof missing that we just put a tarp over because we're not roof contractors. And we don't even, gosh. And we're not affiliated with anybody else either because nobody else is out here, by the way. Did I mention that? FEMA? Huh? What is that? What is that? What is FEMA? I've never even heard of. I've never seen anything. And I've had I've seen tornadoes in my life. I don't know what FEMA is. It's like a word people throw around, like I don't know, Tooth Fairy or Joe Biden. You know what I mean these days? It's like, are these real people? I can't even tell anymore. It looks like synthetic robots. They move worse than Elon's one that he introduced to everybody that'll be our new overlord in about 16 months. Can you believe? It's like, it's so insane. I wasn't going to say anything about that, but geez, it's so bloody obvious, isn't it, folks? And then maybe someday these ladies, they're so impoverished too, because like you'll hear somebody say, well, we're going to get out some $1,200 checks. All right, Brad, you have a full-time job, so do I. Do we need $1,200 from the government? We missed 3 days worth of electricity, but we both have a generator and gas. I think we were planning this. We had a little rain money for this one, right, bud? I don't think everybody needs $1,200. This old lady needs $1,200. You know who's not going to get it? This old lady. She still doesn't have power, and she doesn't have internet or anything or any bloody wits about her on how to get any of that crap. So somebody would have to actually show up and knock on her door. Can you imagine? Let's play a game. We'll imagine what would be an effective use of government money. Well, they'd send out a team of people. They'd be careful. Maybe even have someone armed. It'd probably be smart, especially out in the country. We're armed. Why wouldn't we be? There's animals. and there's critters of the forest. You know what I'm talking about? So they could send someone out to knock a door. By the way, they know everyone who's hurting because they could just contact, as my wife brilliantly said, they could just contact the electric company. Whose power's still out? Oh, 430 people over in this quadrant? Yeah, we've got 430 FEMA. See those quotations I'm making, listener? We've got 420 FEMA people in the area, or whatever the hell number I said. That's great. They'll be hitting up everybody's house, or they go in twos, so they'll hit. It'll be 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. How's that? And that's what they'd do. And they go, what are the needs here? And they'd assess them. They'd have some sort of training that would let them assess the crap. They walk around and go, yeah, this old lady who lives in a trailer. This trailer is garbage. It started as garbage and now it's less than garbage. I don't even know if it's worth. We should just set it on fire. Really, it's a hazard to anybody. Anybody that comes near it will catch something coming off of it. It was built in the 70s. This first trailer. It's just insanity. Anyways, those people are never going to get help either, which frustrates me, obviously. So we will help in any way we can, which is, meager because we don't have a lot of resources ourselves. And because we all pay a ton of money to the government to do what? I'll wait. I'll filibuster while you try to think of an answer, or anybody tries to think of an answer what the government's doing anymore, no matter who's in. Seems. I don't know. Sorry, that kind of, maybe it was never a job. Maybe I was just frustrated with the state of things is more accurate. But I would like to tip my cap to the linemen who are out here climbing poles with spikes on their boots to reattach the little diode doodad to make power happen out this way. And they're cutting down. There's tree guys out here kicking butt too. Hats off to those fellas. And ladies. We've seen a few ladies out here, mostly men. That's how it would be, wouldn't it? Make sense? They're going to climb a pole with spikes on their boots. Yeah. No offense. My wife kicks ass. She's been out kicking ass her whole life to start, but then she's been out here kicking ass, doing a bunch of stuff out in the place. So women, there's plenty of place for you. I'm not saying that you don't have a place. But, okay, look at me. Cranky, lofty. Boy, don't get me started. Jeez, I still have a whole nother episode, and I barely got through these ones, but I needed, I think, to tell that part of it so I can tell some of the funnier stuff. Because that just is like, it stanks. And ladies, there's a moral story here too. Something to be found, which is no kids, no family. 80. And nobody to take care of you, nobody to help. My 65-year-old mother's at my house. We're going to have 2 houses on our property in no time. We already have one. That's where she stays when she wants to. Anytime she wants to, or my father or my wife's parents. And they'll do that as long as I walk the earth. Any one of them. Or her. As long as they do, right? Because that's what you would do for your parents. I would. Most of the guys I know would. That's why you have kids. That's why kids are important. Why do we have to remind people of this? Oh yeah, because what I'm going to talk about next time. That's why, I guess, because I'll start there. Childless millennials in this picture that I seen. And happy. Okay, fine. I just hope too many of us don't get that kind of an attitude. Because then you become the old lady down the way when you do become 80. If God should bless you that many days on this planet, then you don't have anybody. Nobody to help you when things, hurt. And I'm not saying, maybe, there are people who, something happens to their kids, and that's tragic too. That's obviously the case. I'm just trying to promote more. Here's why we have kids and why it's important to keep having more. Because I've seen something that said the numbers are way down. All right. Geez, lofty. Not getting lofty today, getting down low. Getting down low. I think I have down low. That's how I'd have to do it. That's how I'd have to do it. I'd go down low. And then we get back to it. All right. Well, thank you for joining me today. My name is Jonny Hanson, and these were my lofty thoughts. I just pray that you have a deep and a fulfilling relationship with Jesus, and that he blesses you all the days of your life. Have a great afternoon. Thanks again.